It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that was open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Wilson. Incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. That's a smart move to throw it away.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. But the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw in first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Yeah, he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. Stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And Watson has it right side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds his receiver, Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Watson from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as they'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know, he's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Let's get out of here with a win.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Watson has it right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there. He's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mahomes now on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Get something together. Let's go get it now.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. taken at about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Shakes off the sack. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the reigning league MVP and Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes, who did his thing. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Defense is asleep. Let's put 6 on the board, fellas.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Can't stop us, though. Can't stop us.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
I'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Wilson, that's caught left side by Judy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's caught inside the 30. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Wilson will throw again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Lutz with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Richie James on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, keep them guessing, oh. That defense can't stop you. In that end zone.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Pacheco once again. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps try to suck this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So that was not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 2 touchdowns, 53 ticks to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tershawn Wharton in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over already being placed at the 15-yard line. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gault. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.